What is up, boys and girls? Welcome to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley, brought to you by SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, RK Motorsports Consulting, and Earl Ramey Racing Engines. What is up? I'm David.
I'm Sterling. What's up, y'all?
I don't know. I'm trying to get this live up here real fast so we can do our track draw for this week, because we got some exciting stuff coming up on the show here. Let's go live on Facebook for our simulcast. All right, there we go. What is up, people? If you see us live. If you're not seeing us live, you're listening to us later. We're not live right now.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Kind of, sort of. Something like that. All right, we got week 5 track draw. All right, I'm going to hold them up here, and I'm a little far away from the camera, so I'll put it out there real quick. We got North Wilkesboro. Y'all see that? There it is. We'll fold it. Put it in the hat. We got Richmond. Road America. Got some road courses in there this week. Watkins Glen, another road course we got in there this week. And we got Talladega. You don't want Talladega?
We got a big variety of.
We got a variety in the 87 Cup cars this week. Got a choice of the Monte Carlo or the Thunderbird. So, there it goes in the hat.
All right, here we go.
Sterling gone. Shake them up. Shake them up. Shake them up.
Shake them all up. They don't shake very well in this hat. All right, we ready?
We're ready. What we got there? We got a road course. We got Watkins Glen.
Watkins Glen.
How about that? All right.
Might be all right. I'm gonna try to make this one actually this time.
Sterling's pretty good on the road courses.
I don't know about all that.
So all right, guys, we got Watkins Glen with 87 Cup cars this week at Watkins Glen, Monte Carlo or Thunderbird. So
sweet.
Y'all be ready, and we're off of the live. Y'all have a good one.
Later.
Not later. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off this show with a cool guest that has been on here before, returning. He is the spotter for the number 5 Hendrick Motorsports Cup car, driven by Kyle Larson. Your regular season champion spotter, Mr. Tyler Monn. Tyler, what's going on, man?
Hey, man. Thanks for having me on. It's a little hot weather outside, but trying to stay AC as much as I can through these hot couple days.
Man, don't worry about that stuff. You used to stand up on top of all them towers and stuff down in Daytona when it's good and hot, you know?
Yeah, that's right. This past weekend was really hot. Thankfully, it turned into a night race, but I did have the Xfinity race before since it got rained out. It was, it was a scorcher, no doubt about that.
Is it ever not a scorcher in Daytona?
I know. The humidity's so bad. I looked at my phone and looked at the temperature, and it said 85. I'm like, oh, that's not bad. I'm like, that's good. And then I pressed the feel like temp button, and it jumps up to like 106. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's kind of hot. You know what I mean? It gives you down there. It's absolutely insane.
Dude, that's rough. Rough stuff. Well, cool, man. Well, man, first of all, we're very happy to have you back on here. It's cool to have a returning guest.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you reached out to me and got me back on. I always like talking to you guys. It's pretty fun.
Cool, man. We appreciate that. Well, man, we we got you after the first win of the season, and we said then we were hoping there was more to come, and who'd have thought we'd have had this many more that came, and now a regular season championship. Man, that's something else.
Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable, after we talked after our first win. The first one was pretty good. Obviously huge for me to get first Cup win for myself, and, for Kyle's return to get his Cup win. That was really cool. But now we just went on a roll. Like we just, we took, maybe we didn't win maybe for like, I guess all the way until maybe June or something, maybe a month or so, but we had really good races. We put races together, tons of second places, and then we won the 600, and then we really went on a roll. We went on Sonoma, won there, won the All-Star race with the Nashville, and then finished decent there, and then picked up, win at Watkins Glen. So the wins are definitely rolling on, and it's been kind of an unreal season, and it's been really great, and I'm just very thankful I got put in the spot I'm in, and just really looking forward to finish the season out. I very thankful for this year, and now that we are regular season champs, that's even cooler. So I never thought I'd be in that spot a year ago, and here I am. It's just unreal, and really looking forward to going into these next 10 races and try for a championship. And I think we have a good shot at doing it.
For sure, man. I definitely believe y'all do, and believe y'all, but I believe y'all are the ones that everybody's aiming for now. Because if you want to be good, you got to beat Kyle Larson. So congratulations, first of all, on that. But let's go back through the year just a tad bit. Man, you talk about all the different wins at the different tracks, and they're all different types of tracks. I mean, it's not just like y'all are fast on one track. But as far as the differences in spotting and what you do up there, what's the hardest track for you, spotting wise?
The hardest track for me to spot, really, like just to spot and really see if it goes, but if you're going down that category, is real. Like I have trouble at Pocono. It's so hard to see going down in turn one. Them guys turning off into the corner because you're looking away from them. And I know in the past some guys use two spotters and put one down in turn one to help them, but we didn't do it this year, and it just really, you're at that point, you're not guessing, but you have an idea, but it's really on Kyle, and he does such a great job at knowing his surroundings, even with me, telling him where they're at or who's around him and stuff like that. So Pocono is probably the toughest place to go spot for that deal.
Well, going off of that, do you think some of that I guess help he probably gives you, far as like when he puts it on himself going down in turn one like that, you think that awareness probably comes from a lot of that dirt racing he does, being that they don't have spotters and they just have to have car awareness? You think that kind of helps?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think that's a huge help because I think he's always worried about his surroundings from running dirt cars, not having a spotter, listening, hearing, seeing off his mirrors. He still pays attention. Obviously I'm up there and I try to give him all the info I can, but I know he's sitting in that car still thinking about where these cars are at and what they're doing, and around him, whether they're inside of him or outside, he still has that surrounding. And racing dirt pretty much almost every week, and his background, it really helps for that. I think that's a huge help for me and him.
Good deal. Well, team wise, man, I like honestly every weekend I think pretty much I end up on the NASCAR.com app listening to you guys on there just because I like to hear it. I like to hear you, the information that you give to Kyle, but I also like to hear Cliff and stuff he tell, the information he's giving on there. Man, it really comes across like he's almost the new Chad Canals, I guess you would say. That man has so much information.
100%. I didn't know Cliff until this year, until me and Cliff met. Cliff was the first phone call that I got to get this job, and I knew right then and there that Cliff was going to give a lot of information and great information. He is a great leader of this team, and he keeps his 5 team together. Like, everybody works well together, but if you all just sit down and look at it, Cliff is the main guy, and he definitely does a great job. I don't think there's any racetrack that we go to that we don't unload and we start the race and I think, okay, we have a shot at winning. Like, I think we go everywhere to do that. Cliff is full information. And even if he's not telling information on channel 1, he's telling me on channel 2. And Cliff does such a good job at keeping me updated throughout the race, whether it's laps, how many laps are left. I can look at it, but if we're spotting, just for instance, like Daytona, or we're in a tight pack racing hard, he's always giving me some info on channel 2 to let Kyle know, but full of information and great information. And absolutely, I think Chad Canals, I think he just walked right in his footsteps. I know he was the engineer over with the 48 team before he became a crew chief under Chad Canals. And I think he's right there with him. And Chad Canals was a great leader, winning 7 championships with Jimmy Johnson. And Cliff has definitely took that spot and is on the right path. And I like working with Cliff almost every single weekend. I mean, there's not a weekend where I don't say that Cliff got his stuff together and works very hard and knows what's going on throughout the whole race and always full of information, and it's great information. For sure, man.
That's like this past weekend at the last lap of the race when y'all end up getting in a wreck. And I noticed on there, I saw on TV and stuff, Kyle was already out the car. They made him get out the car because I know Cliff didn't want him to get out the car. And I'm assuming you had already taken your headset off or something. Cliff is still going on the radio. Like, is he out? Is he out? We got to get going. We got to get going. He was ready, and it was awesome.
Yeah, no, he was definitely ready. So we had a meeting. We had our post-race meeting today, and we talked about it. And, we wanted him to get off out of the grass and get to the finish line. And not necessarily we were worried about points, but we didn't know where we were at that point. We knew Denny finished 14th. We were setting at 21st, supposedly after everybody crossed the finish line. And we knew we were good then, but we just weren't sure. We just wanted to get back around. And, if we could pick up a few spots we could, that'd be awesome. Yeah. But, it was. And then I got off the radio way too soon, and I apologized to Cliff because I heard about it. Cliff from other people asked me, man, Cliff was trying to get a hold of you on the radio, and I was already off. But at that point, I knew Kyle was out of the car. I had an idea because Kyle wasn't answering us after he was talking, and I got off the radio way too soon, to get down there. And it was definitely, we just wanted to get everything we could. If we can gain, an extra few spots trying to get to the line, that would be great. But it worked out for us either way.
Oh yeah, definitely so. That's got to be had to be a run of emotions though, going there for the whole team. Really, when you're out there all day and the car has stayed clean all day, which I'm assuming was probably y'all's goal, because Kyle never really stuck it up front per se. He was, just biding his time, and because I know Cliff, I heard him on there telling Kyle that there were certain cars that they were back there around you guys, and they made it up to the front in X amount of laps. And so I assumed then that Kyle, I was like, all right, he's going to hang out there until so many to go, and then he's going to make his way. And that's exactly what he did. Big wreck happened, and he made his way through it. But that's got to be kind of somewhat disheartening at a race like that when you do that all day and save your stuff, and then all of a sudden last lap and you can't make it back to the finish line, and then turn around and it's like, oh, we won the regular season championship. So
those emotions for sure.
I bet so.
Long day. You know what I mean? Going into that race and looking back now, before that race, we knew all week what our point system was, and we knew going into that race that we had to play it safe in the beginning. And we kind of rode around, obviously starting in the back after failing tech and going to the back. We were already planning on going back there kind of in the beginning anyway, so it didn't really affect us much. And we rode around there right in the first stage, and me and Cliff, with like you just said, Cliff was watching guys that were back there with us, and it only took maybe 3 or 4 laps for them to get up in the front. So we knew we could have that shot. The problem was in the first stage, they kind of rode single file up against the wall for way longer than what I expected. And we could never just really make that run for the first stage. So then when Denny finished second and we were outside the top 10 out of the stage points, he gained 9 points. And then it was only 19 points difference. And I know that we weren't going to talk about points during the race, but in the back of my head, I knew exactly where we were sitting, where we had to be. And I had it wrote down right in front of me the whole time just to know. And, because them 15 extra playoff points mean everything to get going into the playoffs and throughout the playoffs, really. So then the second stage, we gained our points back. He got up behind Denny, and I knew his game plan then, that he was stuck to Denny, and where Denny went, he went. And it kind of worked out for us that we got to the top and got to fifth place at the second stage. Denny didn't get any points, so we gained points there. And then we kind of knew when that wreck happened, we got through that first wreck, or second wreck that Denny got into. Then we kind of knew we were good to go. We were good to go to relax a little bit and go for a win. We could go up there and race them guys for them last couple laps. And looking back now, we should have, we got shuffled back a little bit on that last restart through the white flag and got pushed down from Ross, and then Ryan Newman got to us and pushed us down a little bit. We probably should have just rode back there and backed out a little bit, let them guys wreck. But either way, it worked out for us, because if you lay back and them guys go through there, they might not wreck, and you finish where you're at anyway. So it's just something that you look forward to and you put down in your notebook to go in. Obviously we have Talladega left, so it's just something you write that down and say, okay, if we're sitting here in points, this is what we need to do. And it's always thinking, and Cliff is a major factor of that. Obviously thinking about the next race and in races ahead from, it could not be Darlington this weekend. It could be Las Vegas in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, whenever it is. So he's always thinking about something, and we always have it wrote down. And I will say we're pretty prepared when we get to the racetrack.
Oh, no doubt, for sure. But one question I wanted to ask you. I know, this whole year y'all have been gelling and building the team closer and closer together. Where do y'all feel like as a whole where you're at, ready jumping into the playoffs now? And I mean, I don't know that you can be prepared enough for the playoffs because everybody else is thinking the same thing and have different thoughts on where they're going and how they're going to treat the playoffs differently than the regular season. So where do you feel like y'all are moving forward and getting ready to roll with this?
I think we're ready. We're definitely ready for it. And obviously, like you said, you never can be prepared enough going to these races. But I think we, as this 5-team, how they've stuck together throughout the year, and really to be the person, that spots for Kyle on the weekend, to be around this 5-team, I can actually sit back and watch this 5-team kind of go to work around, each other. And it's kind of absolutely amazing to see. I've never been around a team, and I'm sure there's a lot of teams that do this, but they're just so they work together. They, that 5-team sometimes is the last one in that shop, and everybody in Hendrick, puts their heads together to try to bring the fast cars, and they showed that all year long. So going to the playoffs, I just think we're all on the same page. We all need to be on the same page, and I think we will be. And have fast cars to head there. Darlington, we finished second earlier this year and kind of had a shot to win. So we take some of that, and they did a repave at, turn 2 in Darlington. So we put that into factor. They're always working. There's never a time where they're not working, and whether it's Cliff, the engineers, or everybody in the shop, they're always working to be better. And I think we'll be prepared as a 5-team. And I think we're super good at working well together and always having ideas thrown each other's way and making the best decisions through, the playoffs to be there at the end.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I really believe you're going to have some more wins to hang on your belt before the end of the season here. But as of so far this year, what's the one that means the most to you?
The Coke 600 probably means the most to me. Either that or the All-Star race, but the 600 was super special to me. It's such a crown jewel race. You got your crown jewel races. You have, the 500, the Brickyard. You have the Southern 500 coming up this week, and you have the Coke 600. And this races that really stick out. I mean, the Coke 600 was the longest race of the year, and it's right in our backyard, and we dominated that race. So it kind of really means a lot to me. I had a lot of family in town for that race, so it was just super cool to have them there. And I had family at Watkins Glen too. So whenever I have my family in town, that wins me something special to me because they've always been behind me in my career, and they've always pushed me to be better. And for them to be there, I think it really pays off for me, and it's really a payback to my family that has helped me along this journey to get where I'm at today.
Sweet, man. That's awesome. All right. Well, we talk about Darlington going this weekend in our backyard over here. We're about 15 minutes down the road from the track ourselves. They have you heard if they actually got y'all back on the spotter stand this time, or are y'all standing in the top rows again?
I think we're in the spotter stand this time.
Okay.
I think we're back in the spotter stand. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Not heard of yet, but I'm pretty sure that's where we'll be at.
I got you. Well, what I was going to ask about that, I've heard spotters talk about before. Coming out of turn 4, there is really tough to see. Is that one of the more tough spots, I guess you'll say, on the schedule there?
Yeah, when I was saying about Pocono trying to see in turn 1, I was going to bring up Darlington, but I knew we'd talk about Darlington eventually. Darlington's super tough off of turn 4, and earlier this year we raced. I tell Kyle that anywhere that I feel like it's going to be hard for me to either clear Kyle, let Kyle know. I let him know my blind spots or my hard spots that it's going to be tough for me. So going into that race, he knows ahead of time. And like I said earlier, he's super prepared about that. And for his dirt background really helps him. But yeah, Darlington's really tough because they come off, we're so far down and they come off turn 4 and it's to a point where they're coming right at you and you can't tell that length from the guy out back or them, in front or anything. So it's super tough off of 4.
Good deal, man. All right. Well, I know you said, we know y'all finished second, Darlington first time around. So, realistically, far as your point of view, what you feeling about this time?
Man, I think we could really go to Darlington and go one spot better. I really think we can win here. We had some hiccups through that Darlington race and still came out second. And, I think we had a fast car, but I think we can get more. I don't think I don't think we brought our best piece. And then we had, speed and penalty and just little mistakes here and there. And I think we should start 6th this weekend. And so we get a good starting spot. And I think we go one spot better. It'd be nice to go ahead and say we're locked into the next round. And, obviously we have a ton of playoff points, which helps us. But we still want to keep getting playoff points as much as we can. So the goal this weekend would be just to really go dominate and try to win both stages and be there at the end for the race. And really all the tracks that we start our the rounds at are really good tracks for us. Darlington, Vegas, and Texas, and we won Vegas and Texas. So I really think we can go get it done this weekend. And I know there's going to be a lot of fast guys there. And with that turn 2 pavement now, it'll make a lot of guys faster that we're not, that would struggle over them bumps off turn 2. Now it's nice and smooth and flat. So looking forward for this weekend for sure, no doubt. And I think we'll have a shot at it.
Have you heard why they decided to repave it? Was it just because the bumps were getting so bad, or I hadn't even heard over here?
I haven't heard that. Yeah, I don't know. I knew that they were bad over there. I knew that it was getting a little rough, coming off turn 2. But that would be the only thing I could really think of because they didn't, they just didn't turn 2. They didn't do, turn 1 or anything. They just started it right there towards the late, kind of center late exit.
Right.
And so I would imagine it probably has a good thing.
Yeah. Well, I know it's going to speed. It's going to speed up the exit off of 2, but that wall is still there. That comes pretty quick coming off of 2 there.
Them guys it'll be pretty interesting because them guys are going to get huge runs off turn 2, and then 3 and 4 is so tight that they're really going to have to so they're going to carry a lot more speed down the back straightaway. I feel like getting that run off 2 and that new pavement and all the grip there, and just getting slowed down for 3 and 4 because how narrow and tight that corner is. It's not a long sweeping like 1 and 2. Darlington's definitely a unique track, so it's going to be a little different, but I'm ready for it.
Cool, man. That's awesome. That is awesome, and we wish y'all the absolute best of luck, and absolute best of luck throughout the playoffs. I guess we don't like to call ourselves even media just because we like to become buddies with everybody that's on our show, and so I will say we're probably a little partial towards y'all's team anyway. So just because we like you guys, and also we're presented by SRI Performance, and Kyle's linked in with SRI on the dirt side and all that stuff. So, so we pull for you guys every week, no matter what.
I really appreciate that.
Well, it's all good, man, and hopefully y'all will be sitting in victory lane again this weekend.
Yeah.
Something else I wanted to ask you. I hadn't talked to you since, man. Did you ever get a chance to go visit our restaurant that we talked about down in Daytona when we were talking to you the first time, the Off the Hook down there?
No, I never got to go down there and do it this weekend. It's so we didn't fly until Friday, and it was so fast. Like we flew in Friday, and then we went and did the Xfinity race. It got rained out, and then Sunday I thought we'd have Saturday I thought we'd have a little downtime throughout the day to go find a restaurant, go eat lunch and stuff like that before the Cup race. But now we had to go do the Xfinity race. So
always that race.
Yeah, always racing. It was a short weekend in Daytona. It was definitely not compared to the speed weeks when we're down there in February. We have way more time. So
I know you've been doing this for a few years now, and is the past couple of years just felt really different, being that you fly in, it's nowhere ahead of time anymore. It's just fly in, do the race, and head back home. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's been real different. It's been very different, just to flying in and doing the race, and yeah, and then you're out. You pretty much, we do 1-day deals, and I think Richmond coming up, it's a double header. Like on Saturday, it's an Xfinity race Saturday afternoon, and Cups Saturday night, and we'll just fly in that morning and be there. So it's kind of just go there, do 2 shows, and fly home. Compared to some of the races we went to this year, like Indy, we had to fly out earlier because we had practice and qualifying these new tracks that we went to, Coda and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely weird. But I think that'll change. I think that we'll go back to practice, obviously, with the next gen car, and I think that'll change.
That's actually what I was getting at asking. I was going to ask you if you think we're ever going to go back to anything like that.
Yeah, I do. I really think we'll go back to practice. I know we're going to be doing a lot of testing. I know they have a lot of scheduled next gen tests coming up for a lot of teams, different teams. And so I think that's going to help, but I still think they'll go to practice. And whether it's just like they've been doing a 150-minute practice to get, everything good to go and make sure everything's great. And I think that's what they'll end up doing. And not saying we'll do that at every track, but I think it'll happen a good bit. If maybe first times, we go to Richmond twice, we go to Las Vegas twice. Maybe the second time around they might not do that, but I know probably the first couple times I see them really practicing. I don't know that for sure, but just in the back of my head, I feel like that's probably the path they'll go down.
I got you. I'm just ready personally for some sort of qualifying to come back. I just feel like I almost need some sort of engineering degree to understand how these guys are lining up each week.
Yeah, so they have that. They do that formula deal. So now I guess the playoffs is a little different. They still do that formula that they do, but it's only the playoff drivers.
Right.
So, whoever is 17th in points will start 17th. They can go win the race, and they'll still start 17th the next week because of all the playoffs. They do the 16 through that formula, and then from 17th on back, then they'll do it. So, which is not a bad thing. It keeps the playoff guys, and these guys deserve their spots to get where they're at. And I think obviously per round it'll go down. Obviously I think they'll do 12 and then 8 and then take it from there. But it's definitely a little kind of crazy how they do it. But I get it sometimes too. But you do miss the qualifying. I watched some videos from back probably middle 2000s, 2010, somewhere in there, like when they were qualifying, and even up to 15, 16 before. A lot of people would come to the race and watch them qualify and lay down a lap. That's when them guys, the tongue's hanging out, they're giving everything they can to put a lap down and try to go top of the board. And I kind of do. It's cool seeing that. It's cool them guys putting it out on the edge and watching them try to lay a lap down. So I think that'll come back though too next year. I think qualifying will be back. I think they'll do the practice qualifying, and whether they make it a full 3-day weekend, maybe not, but I definitely see him doing, a 2-day show and doing, practice and maybe qualify Sunday morning before the race and then race Sunday afternoon.
Good deal. Yeah, me and Sterling actually used to every weekend of the 500 over here. That'd be the only day we'd kind of skip school, I guess you say. We'd go for a little while and we'd skip school on that Friday to head over to Darlington and watch qualifying. And I remember sitting in the stands when they first built those stands down in turn 1 now. And Ryan Newman come through there. His car was almost sideways. It was just sparking off the wall the whole way around. And he ends up laying down a pole lap with it. I'm like, God, that was insane.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, Darlington, they just because usually you get 2 laps to throw it down, and I remember watching qualifying at Dover. I remember, I think when Noah was driving for Gibbs there, the Xfinity races, and watching him sail off into one that first time he went down in there, I just thought, holy cow, man. They're just getting so much speed dropping off and into the corner, and pretty unreal. And now I get to work with Noah through the weekend, so watching him race has been pretty good too. I like working with him through the Xfinity series.
I was going to ask about that. Kyle always seems relatively quiet on the radio. I mean, he's a calm guy. He's got a calm demeanor for the most part. Noah seems like he can get pretty riled up. So how is that compared to working with Kyle?
Yeah, it's definitely it's different, and Noah does such a good job. But it's I think 2 different personalities, and nothing in a bad way at all. Kyle is more calm, and Kyle is just so talented at what he does, and Noah is also. But there's some times where working with Noah, I might have to spot differently to help him out, and just more, just not getting him worked up to keep him more calm. And he's changed a tremendous ton, I think, since I've been with him. And I think this is our, I only took over about 4 or 5 races ago, and right. I think it's been really well. We've been putting races together. And that's what we need to do, and try to get that first win of the season for him. And I think Darlington, I think we might actually have a good chance at. I know it runs really well there. So we have some tracks, the playoffs don't start until I think after Bristol. Vegas is our first race for playoffs in the Xfinity series. So we have, these next couple tracks. I know he runs good at Darlington, Richmond, and Bristol. So we'll have a shot, and Noah does such a good job, and he has become better as a driver. And you can I can tell that over the last couple of weeks, from working with him week 1 to working with him, now through Daytona and working up headed to Darlington.
Yeah, I definitely can see that. Noah's always been one of those guys, in my opinion, who any given week is like, all right, he can be there, and that's just that's a testament to his talent that I have seen. He's a good driver, really good driver. I think he's going to go a long way in the sport, and it'll be a tough one to follow up there, because he's going to lay down some good stuff, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. He does, and his personality is he's always on the wild side, which is a good thing, because NASCAR needs somebody like that, and I told him just to be who he is and be the person, because I think people really like that. There's a lot of fans that I'll be honest, I walk through the racetrack now and on Xfinity Saturdays, and there's a ton of people that have no Gregson gear on, and so whatever he's doing, I told him, keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
That's
and
right.
His personality is, it's definitely unique, but he's talented as a driver, and he's learning each and every week. And I think we're learning together. It helps me for Sunday. It helps me, throughout the weekend to work with Noah, and then to come on and do Kyle, and just whether it's tracks that have some PJ1 on it to know, and to help Kyle for Sunday, or, give him a little information. Hey, this is what happened Saturday. So, and I know Kyle really pays attention to that, and I know Kyle talks to Noah a good bit about these tracks. I think Noah's the first one Kyle will call for, hey, what did the PJ1 do, or the resin that they put down? What did it do? And Michigan was one of them that I think we learned both together how the track went, and it helped carry over to Sunday for Kyle also.
That's one I need to ask about real quick. With Kyle there at the end of that race, looking at the last restart, is there anything y'all would have done different there?
I think maybe we could have took the bottom, right? Blaney wins off the bottom. The problem is you just don't know, right? Our main beating the 11, and just to try to open our point gap headed into Daytona, and you're looking back now, you probably could have said we could have took the bottom, and we probably should have, and gave ourselves maybe a better shot at it. But once we got the second, ran Blaney down, and Colleen said we just made mistakes picking what lane to run and stuff like that. So just looking back all over, I think we still had a shot at it, but we have to look back and say, we could have did that, or he could have did this, and would have helped us. So on the restart, I think maybe taking the bottom. Obviously, it worked out for Blaney. He got a big push, I think, from Kyle and Kyle Busch, and it put him out front. And once you get out front, it's just got to put the guy in dirty air that's running second behind you.
Well, I think it's pretty awesome that we're talking about days that could have been, I guess we're saying, and it was a second or third place finish. So if that's the worst that came out of it, I think y'all did pretty daggone good.
Yeah, we talk about that, and I think I said that to Cliff probably about midway, right after we went on all them wins. I'm like, man, we got all these wins, and we're gonna be not happy to go run second or third now, or be, but it's races where you lead, have a shot to win, you have a car to win, and you don't win. That's what makes it frustrating. Not that you go, if you were a second, third place car and you go run second or third, and you kind of more think about it more like that. Hey, we're happy to run there, because not saying maybe we didn't have a car to win, or maybe we just didn't have that, but we had a third place car. But it's just tracks that we've been to a couple times where we've had super fast cars, and maybe not just something happen. I know Kansas earlier this year happened with the restarts, and Michigan, and that package was way different in Michigan, so it was more racier for a fan, but it's definitely harder for a driver and team you couldn't get that lead and pull away. You couldn't get that, out front and pull your 3-second lead over second place or anything like that. It kept it packed racing for sure.
Good deal, man. Well, that makes a whole lot of sense there. Well, man, like I said before, and we kept you on here long enough, but we sure appreciate it. But best of luck this weekend and throughout the playoffs. And we hope y'all go stack on a few more W's there. When you're up there on the roof and you see Freddie and TJ, go tell them they're not the only ones who can do podcasts.
That's right. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, we appreciate it, man, and we hope to have you back soon. Talking about a championship here in about a few weeks down the road.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'd look forward to that for sure.
Good deal, man. Well, we appreciate it, and best of luck to y'all.
All right, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Tyler Monn, spotter for the number 5 Cup team, driven by Kyle Larson, Hendrick Motorsports there. Can't thank him enough for coming on here and hanging out with us.
Yeah, for sure, man. He's definitely a cool guy, and gives you a whole different perspective from on top of the box. Pretty cool. On top of the tower.
Top of the tower, yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty neat.
Very neat. Very neat, and we appreciate him coming on here and hanging out with us. For sure, and best of luck to them guys going throughout the rest of the season, but especially this week over here in Darlington. I'd love to see Kyle win over here in Darlington.
I'm pretty sure it's coming.
Yes, I hope so. I hope you're right.
It's coming.
You feel it? You feel it?
I feel it, boy. You got that feeling.
Oh, good deal. All right, well, we got straight into Tyler there after our simulcast on Facebook. So, man, what's up? Well, how was your past week and weekend, all that fun stuff?
Good, man. Yeah, it's been pretty good. My little boy, his class, he's in first grade, so
You got kicked out.
yeah. First week of school, on Wednesday, we get informed that there's a COVID case in his class and he's gotta leave. Can't go back.
Kicked out.
So so he's been spending the rest of the week with me at work last week, and which is cool. And he had a good old time. He's a little hustler, man. He made little paper airplanes and sold them at work.
Dang.
He made $22.
I'm going to come on there and sell some paper airplane.
Paper airplane, $1 a piece, bro.
I'm going to have to come up with something else.
He said you can buy one for $1, or you can buy two for $2. I was like, all right, that's a pretty good deal there, bud.
I mean, at least it didn't come up with like 1 for 1, 2 for 3. I mean, that'd have been better, and especially if he'd have sold it to somebody.
Yeah, he probably could have convinced some of them fools in there. But anyway, no, so that's good. He's been hanging out. So he can't go back to school till the 10th of September.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I hope
They sending stuff home to work on?
Yeah, there's all kind of stuff we got to do. I don't know. Google Classroom. I don't know how to work none of that.
Oh, yeah. You call Landon. He can tell you.
All right, we're good. I'm going to figure all that out. But yeah, all kind of different stuff, man. So we'll see. We'll get through it.
Oh, yeah.
Before we can do it again. But
Oh, sure.
yes, I had that, and had a good time. Friday we went rode on motorcycles a little while, man. It was fun.
We did. That was a lot of fun. We rode a little bit. Hit a new restaurant here in town, Creekside.
Real good place.
Had a little bit of seafood there. Got a little bit of everything there, really.
Yeah, they got gator bites, man.
Gator bites and sea bass.
Yep, I got the sea bass.
We both got the sea bass.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I didn't know about the gator bites. I'm gonna try them though.
Gator bites good. I like gator. It's pretty good.
Tastes like chicken.
Gator don't take no stuff.
Yeah.
Gator ain't never been about that. It does really. It kind of does taste like chicken.
Yeah,
As long as they don't overcook it and make it chewy, it's
right.
It's good.
Pretty good. But yeah, it was a cool place. Anybody that's near the Florence area, anybody that's coming to Darlington this weekend,
Yeah.
To hang out for the race, get over to Creekside. It's over on the South Florence side of town, so it's a little bit of a ride from Darlington itself, but it's really not too bad.
Not too bad because it's kind of down 52.
Yep. They had a band Friday night, so you look for them to probably do the same thing.
Well,
Maybe it's a little better band.
We listened to them for a while. We were sitting inside, but we could hear them, and they were fairly okay. If that's the thing, being fairly okay, it wasn't bad. We walk outside and they're playing Charlie Daniels, Long Hair Country Boy,
the Charlie Daniels,
the Charlie Daniels version.
Yeah,
and it was all right. It wasn't too bad. Drummer's back there singing. All of them's up there playing guitar and bass and all that stuff. Drummer was singing on the Charlie Daniels version of it, and all of a sudden they quit that and he says something. I didn't even hear what he said, and all of a sudden they start playing what sounded like a funk, like a 70s style funk song, but yet they sing Long-Haired Country Boy again to the funk style music.
Needless to say, we didn't listen to another song after that.
We didn't listen to that whole song.
We left.
Me and Sterling just kind of looked at each other and was like, nah, never mind. We out. But hopefully the band is there this week. Be better.
Yeah, I feel sure they'd be better this week. So go check them out. Get you something good to eat there, and tell them we sent you. They won't know. But
They won't know who we are. They won't have a clue who we are, but tell them we sent you anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so did that. And Saturday we went and played some cornhole and went playing in the pool and grilling out, and we pretty much did the exact same thing Sunday.
Well,
but we had something very important that we all got to do. Yeah, we my mother and me and David's wife Kayla and Landon, and I know I'm forgetting a lot of people, I'm sure, that was there.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of people there. Jay,
yeah,
Jay Watts.
So we all went and got baptized in the Lynch's River there, with our preacher Mac and Chris. So That was very, very special to be able to do that and have everybody there that was there. Very thankful we were able to do it.
For sure. It was an awesome time down there, and Mac's a lot of fun, so he's a lot of fun, and he gets serious when he needs to. But we walked up there, and he told Kayla, he was like, David said we need to dip you twice.
Hold her under there just a little.
Hold her under a little longer. So, but no, it's a lot of fun and awesome thing to see my wife and son be able to get baptized and
Absolutely.
Yep.
It was. I was glad to be able to do it and do it with my mama for sure, and do it with Kayla and Landon, and very, very, very special. So
very
glad we did that, and we came back and hung out and swam some more. And cooked some chicken, some flame broiled chicken.
I got a piece last night finally.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't, but anyway, yeah, you had to leave to go to the men's.
Yeah, we had it was the men's ministry put it on at church. It was kind of a concert. I don't know, just a time together more than anything. And I played some guitar and sang and all that good stuff. And
sweet.
Now I'll be back this Sunday morning playing and singing.
You gonna be on it? You gonna be in the band now?
Yeah, I gotta be there at 7:45 in the morning.
Oof.
Be there for 2 services now.
So you gonna play Chris's spot or?
Yeah, I actually played guitar and Chris played piano. Chris is actually a pretty good piano player. Yeah.
Sweet.
And I think the piano player, she's gonna be out some more or something like that. So I'm gonna play guitar and he gonna play piano some.
Sweet, that's awesome, man.
And once she comes back, we'll kind of switch out whenever he wants to. So he ain't got to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Try to get enough people so they can kind of switch out every once in a
Nothing wrong
while.
with that, man. That's awesome.
For sure. So a lot of fun. I liked it. First time I played guitar that long in a little while. Fingers were feeling it.
Yeah, we don't practice like we used to.
Nah. We used to get together about every Saturday night and play guitar and whatever. We just been at a racetrack or something else. So something new. Well, something old, but something new.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Something old, but in a new environment.
Yeah, for sure.
So love it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to be able to do it. But yeah, Saturday I actually went and helped my dad for a while. We worked on a roof. They're remodeling a house back here in Florence. So we worked on a roof for the porch. So that it was hot. Hot. Jeez, it was hot. I guess just being right in the direct sunlight for how long. It was hot. Man, it was hot. And I was planning on going to I was going to go over to Lakeview. But I got home, and my sinuses have been messed up all last week. And on into the weekend, I feel a ton better yesterday and today. But I got home, and I guess just from being hot, my sinuses, whatever, I was just like, nah, I don't think I can go anywhere. I'd fall asleep if I did. So I ended up not going anywhere. I watched the race at the house, which was good because Tyler was going to be on here today. So I was like, I'm going to sit here and watch this and listen to them.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not at all. You having troubles over there, bro?
Yeah, well, I got to grab something. I'm back.
You back with us. So that was fun. Then we, got up Sunday morning, went to church, and then back, and like I said, back again. So I was back at work today.
That's what I'm talking about. I was for a while.
For a little while. Oh, well, it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, man, that was a good weekend for sure, and good hot one. And hey, we're getting closer to the fall, man. I'm
ready.
I can see it. I can't feel it, but I can see it.
I'm kind of like Pastor Mac said. I'm not necessarily looking forward to the fall, but I'm looking forward to summer leaving.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's hot. It's so humid and hot.
No, man, it's ridiculous.
But I will say, real quick, I guess, we're complaining about being hot, but it could be a lot worse down in Louisiana. They got it pretty bad.
Terrible.
Mississippi, but I don't know where all all it was, but it spread pretty wide. Crazy, it was on the 16th anniversary of Katrina. That storm hit.
Like to the day.
To the day, yeah.
It's unbelievable, man.
So
and a lot of the stuff that they built to withstand that size didn't withstand.
No, I saw a hospital, the whole roof blew off of it. So, thoughts and prayers with those people down there who are affected by this, and all your friends and family, if you're listening, that are affected by this storm, hurricane. We know about, that they've been pretty bad over there. Fortunately, we haven't had a bad one here in a long time. Hugo was probably about our last bad one here. We've had some ones that knocked out power for a couple of days, but as far as damages, we've been very fortunate.
Yeah.
Very blessed. So thoughts and prayers with everybody out there in Louisiana, Mississippi, wherever, all the places storm has hit and really affected. So anyway, there was some racing went on. I will say real quick, I do want to since I just said something about Lakeview, I do want to say congratulations to our buddy Willie Milliken, real quick. It was the Edwards Family Memorial, which is that's family to him, basically. I do want to congratulate him because he finally won this year. No,
he finally got it off of the.
Got the monkey off the back. Yeah. We've been picking around about it all year, and y'all even heard on one of the lives we did in Charlotte. Me and Willie pick around with each other a lot. And but they are good people, and he always picks around. He said, "Oh, you come hang out with me." He says, "I ain't winning," but that's a complete lie because I've been over there with him at Lakeview almost every time they've been over there this year,
right.
And in Charlotte and everywhere else. So, but no, congratulations to him winning that $5,000 in the Steel Block Bandit series over there.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So, and on top of that, he was running his Earl Ramey racing engine. Second race on the motor, and
already a win.
Got a win. And the first one, he said, if I could have got out front, they couldn't have passed me.
That's right.
So, So congratulations to Willie. Oh, anyway, want to go ahead and throw some things out there real quick, since this show's are a little mixed up anyway, but it's all good. That's why we're here. That's why we got a podcast. That way we can do it how we want it, when we want it.
Whenever we want to do.
Whenever we want to do it. Need to do it. I want to go ahead and thank SRI Performance. Guys, season's kind of winding down in a lot of places. Yep. I know up north, a lot of tracks, right about Labor Day, that's kind of their cutoff.
Right. Yep.
So, you guys that are in these rebuilding processes of these cars, it's time to step up your game. Call up SRI Performance. Get the latest and greatest of all the new performance products on the market. Everything you will possibly need for that car to rebuild it, make it faster, make it better. Call them up look online at www.sriperformance.com. And when you're checking out there, go to the little thing that says promo code. Type in CBONE10. That is C as in
chicken.
BONE 10. And get yourself 10% off at time of checkout. Same thing as we say over it. Stock Car Steel.
There it is.
There we go. Stock Car Steel and aluminum, guys. Time to, if you're going to be rebuilding that car, you might as well make it look good too. Call up Stock Car Steel. Get yourself some new metal work for it.
That's it, man.
Make it look pretty.
You got some pretty sheet metal over there.
They do. All kind of color. Pretty much every color you want.
Mm-hmm.
Any color you can think of. Call them up. They get it for you. And any materials that you might need.
Oh, yeah. Any kind of round bar. And bronze, I think, even got aluminum, of course. They got anything about everything. Just, it's not just based in the racing world. Of course it is, but hey, you want to build a deer stand, go talk to them.
There you go. That time of year's here back again, isn't it?
That's right. So you got options there, man. Go check them out. They got everything you need. They deliver and they hook you up.
For show. Also, y'all just heard about it, guys. Earl Ramey Racing Engines. Y'all see what they can do already. Willie winning this weekend. Ton more winners this weekend. Guys, we always can't thank him enough. Go check out Earl Ramey Racing Engines. You will not. They are second to none in performance and service. Honestly, best you will ever find, best people you'll ever find working on the engine in the industry. Period. We can't thank Earl enough. And as we always say, guys, once you go get that Earl Ramey Racing Engine in your car, you go get you some add-ons there from SRI Performance. You get all your car built and everything with your parts from Stock Car Steel. Head back over to Earl Shop. Get you some time on chassis dyno. See what all you got, how much power it's making. See how you can get it all to the ground. And go out there and win some more races.
That's it, man.
Faux show. Real quick, want to go over our iRacing from last week. We didn't get to do that earlier in the race. We had other pressing matters, so we'll go over it now. It was a dirt race, so John Rosario Jr.
To nobody's surprise, huh?
Killed us.
Either John or Aaron. That's pretty much it.
Hey, I can't hate on them for it because apparently they're practicing better than the rest of us.
They know what they're doing. That is for sure.
For sure. No, it was a fun race. We ran the UMP modifieds at Lanier, and I ran in this one. I probably should have stayed broadcasting it or something, or hanging out, or watching it, or something.
What happened?
I don't know where I finished. I know in practice I was last. I was getting outrun bad. Bad. I think I finished 12th or something like that. It wasn't too good. Good.
Just top. It's better than the teams, man. I was trying to figure out something good.
You look like you were really thinking hard to figure out something over there.
There wasn't much good there, but hey, that's good.
But that's not why I'm in it. I'm in it to having fun and staying out these guys' way pretty much, because they come around me like I was sitting still, and that is probably my least favorite dirt car. It might be my least favorite car, period, on the server.
It's a tough car, man. That rollover's got in it. It's tough. It's tough to...
I don't mind the rollover. I just feel like I cannot feel the tire spin in it.
Yeah.
And I know there is tire spin. I just feel like I can't feel it. So I got to figure it out. I got to practice more. And as... So congratulations to John Rosario Jr. Old Zach Stroop finished in the second place, and Cole DeMint in third.
Cole's all over the podium, man. So he's close to it and right on top of him. So it's gonna be a tight little battle for all these guys.
It is. It really is. It's shaping up.
Only downfall is John Rosario wins everything dirt, and he finishes second
in the asphalt. Yeah.
So it's gonna be hard to beat.
I think we got a little bit of a game changer coming up this week, as y'all heard just a little while ago. Yeah. Taking the 87 Cup cars to Watkins Glen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I feel like I'm pretty decent on a road course, but I don't really know that I'm decent compared to those guys on a road course.
All right, I'm gonna put this up to you. I'm gonna leave it up to you since you're the better one at road courses. I suck at road courses. Period.
Okay.
I can't turn.
You gonna put the pressure on me?
I'm putting pressure on you.
What it is?
On Watkins Glen. Since we run 87 Cup cars, we run the 87 version of Watkins Glen, or we gonna run the new version of Watkins Glen?
Man, I think the bus stop adds a big play in that race on that track.
I do too. I like the.
I say we need to run the new style. Run the bus stop.
Run the bus stop. All right, y'all heard it.
Run the bus
Sterling
stop.
side, we run the bus stop.
I think that gives you a little extra.
No more braking zone.
Yeah, it gives you another passing zone and makes it a little more challenging, honestly, I think.
Yeah, and I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're actually trying, and we've picked cars to make this kind of challenging. We don't want it just get out there and drive wide open and stuff like that. We want it challenging. Just figure out who's the best driver in this series. And it's coming down to we got quite a few good drivers in this series.
I think we're finding out who ain't the best drivers in this series.
That's me.
Me.
I think you've made one race because of all the craziness that has gone on here lately.
Yes.
And I think you're still just behind me in points.
Okay. Maybe I can help boost that up a little bit this week. I'll push you around there, but we'll go.
I'll spin out. I'll spin out. I know I will. I've seen me do it.
Yeah, I've seen me do it too. So it'll be fun. We'll see what happens, man, and see how good these guys are on road course.
Yep. So 87 Cup cars. That'll be Monte Carlo or the Thunderbird. Be the first time we've been able to pick different manufacturers in our series. So Monte Carlos and Thunderbirds. We got to figure out how many laps we're going to run. We'll figure that out, and y'all see it when it comes up. So that'll be fun this week. But we could not do it, guys, without our awesome sponsors of that series. First off, EMFR Performance, our buddy Earl Ramey again, and Grease Monkey, Mooresville, Carl Wilford over there. We could not do it without those guys. We appreciate them immensely putting up some good money for you guys. If you need an oil change in the Mooresville area, please head over to Grease Monkey Mooresville. Get all the get the best service you can find around. If you need some more performance parts or motor, whatever, EMFR Performance, Earl Ramey Racing Engines. Can't beat it.
Go get it.
Go get it. Also, Powman Machine and Fabrication. Thanks, sir.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Our buddy Derek Griffith with Northeast Auto Imports. We can't thank him enough helping us out on there. The Blood Eagle Racing Podcast. I was listening to their new episode on the way over here today, so y'all go check them out. If y'all like us, y'all will also like the Blood Eagle Racing Podcast. SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel, and also our buddies up at BS Racing. They're on the quad in Ohio there, and William and Matt, or Smitty. Those guys are cool, real cool.
Yes, sir. We definitely appreciate them and everybody for sure for doing that and making this thing exciting, making it worth some money, making it worthwhile, man. I mean, we're not going to qualify for any money probably, but that's okay.
That's okay. It's okay.
It's all right.
But also want to thank Soak Tires Broadcasting. Y'all can check out every race.
Yeah, do an awesome job, man.
Yeah, does a real good job, Kevin, over there. Y'all check us out Tuesday night, 8 o'clock on Soak Tires Broadcasting, either on Facebook or YouTube. Y'all check it out. All right. Well, back to real racing, I guess.
Yeah, speaking of our old buddy Derek.
Faux show.
Man, shoot, bro. Going to the 250.
Oxford 250. Had some trouble in it last year. Burned up a motor, actually, last year.
Yeah, that's one of their staple events. They want to,
for sure,
take that. Everybody, reasonable so. I mean, everybody wants that.
Kevin Harvick went up and ran it a few years ago.
Yeah, so that's a huge race, man, and yeah,
I think there were 50 some odd cars trying to get in it this year. I think is what I saw.
Yeah, well they unloaded fast, very fast. I know you talked with him, and he said that the car was really, really good, and they were excited about that. And I didn't see what did they do, draw?
Yeah, they kind of did their normal thing, past series. They passed North, anyway. They draw for heat races, and then on top of that, they'll have consies, as they call it, basically like a B main. And Derek actually had to end up coming through the consi to make it. He drew, as always, in the back of the heat. Didn't make it up far enough in the time he had, so had to come through the consi. Ended up winning the consi. And so I think that started him 29th. Yeah. Way back there. But a lot of laps, 250 laps.
Yeah, but that's
a small track, though.
That's tough.
Tough to pass there, too.
When you're down that far, That's tough to make that back up. And I mean, he did it.
I was fixing to say, but he definitely figured out how.
But it just goes to wonder. I mean, yeah, he finished third in that race, and he led some. But if he could have started top 10, even top 5,
yeah,
and he could have saved his stuff a lot better throughout the race, I think.
I don't know. I feel like in a big race like that, when you got 50-some cars there.
Yes, I agree. You need to qualify.
You got to do some sort of qualifying. You can't when you got that many people in a heat race, and you just can't make that.
You don't have time.
You don't have time, and especially at a track like that, that's so hard to pass at anyway. Well, apparently hard to pass, but Derek made it easy.
Made it look pretty easy.
But I don't know. I really feel like I wish they do some sort of qualifying.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. Just my opinion. But anyway, congratulations, Derek, coming up to 3rd place.
Yeah, he's gonna get him one here soon. 250 soon.
Yeah. He's due. He's due for sure. For sure. Well, had a little bit of dirt racing that was out there this weekend. I saw it at Davenport. I don't know if y'all saw this. Y'all probably did. Everybody saw it. We'll say Bobby Pierce to Chris Madden.
He likes to do that, doesn't he? He likes to pick on people, I think.
It's not my place to judge it, I don't guess. But there's kind of a common theme with Bobby Pierce.
Oh, yeah.
He does something like that. Whatever happens, he gets on Facebook and apologizes. You'd think, knowing that you had to go on Facebook, apologize, and whatever else to everybody out there because it was a terrible looking move, you'd think he'd be like, all right, I don't want to put myself back in that position. Let me try to race by somebody. And I'm not saying he wasn't necessarily trying to race by Chris Madden, but good Lord, he just
raced through.
Yeah, he raced through Chris Madden. He just literally ran straight into the back of him.
Yeah,
I'm like, there is a brake pedal there.
Well, knowing Madden, his type, I don't think that's over.
I don't know. I mean, they might have talked. I don't know. I don't know. Dirt guys are something else. A lot of them kind of. It's like they just go in there and something happens and they're done with it. Or either you might not see the other side of it when they're under somebody and they just decide to slide up in their door and they say, oh, that was my payback to them. So,
right.
I mean, which is fine. I just, man, it's like whenever there's drama on the racetrack, it's like, all right, where's Bobby Pierce?
Yeah, for sure.
Him and Turbo, him and Madden, which Madden was not at. Madden got him back after the race. I don't know if you saw it, but he come in there after the checker flag and he just door slammed him all the way off the track. So he got him back after the race. Fortunately, I mean, I guess for Chris, it didn't tear up his car or anything. He just kind of hit the bumper bar and spun him around. They say he never even stopped moving, so they put him in the spot that he fell in.
Right.
Didn't even send him to the back. So I don't know. It's just Melissa was up at Port Royal this past weekend, and it got rained out on Saturday.
Good luck, man.
She ain't got no luck going to races. We were going to get some stuff from her, and got rained out. Oh, well. So be it. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Our buddy, I will say real quick on the dirt world, our buddy Blake Roark locked up his championship in the stock V8 class over at Sumter Speedway.
Sweet. Well, congratulations, man. He definitely deserved it. He went on a roll there for a while.
Yeah, he did. And won again this weekend. So he's selling the car.
That sounds perfect. I think
well, he got him a brand new street stock for crate.
Okay. So he's moving up.
Crate streets. Whatever you want to call
Sweet.
it. Yeah, he's moving up. Moving on up. And I'm gonna tell you, watching him drive over there, a few times I've been over there watching him drive, I think he'll do all right. He's stupid fast when it's slick.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless if it's dry slick or if it's wet slick. He's stupid fast when it's slick. So giving him more power, I think he'll be able to figure that out.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
For sure.
Good deal.
Anyway. So what else we got?
Man, that's all I know of, man. You got some, you going to Wings Etc. this coming Wednesday?
Yeah, I was about to bring that up real quick.
Yeah.
We, at least me, I don't know if Sterling going to go yet.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm
Who
going to
knows?
make it. We'll
But
see.
at least me, I'm going to be headed up Wednesday to Wings Etc. Gaffney ahead of the Rock Galt Memorial Race at Cherokee Speedway, which is Thursday, which was supposed to be earlier in the year. Got rained out. We were there. Got rained out. They're going to run it Thursday. So, our buddy Mackie up there, owner of Wings Etc. in Gaffney, was like, man, we're going to have a fans appreciation night. So you guys come out. I know Scott Bloomquist going to be on hand. Chris Ferguson, Kyle Strickler, Nick Hoffman, Trent Ivey. I might get some of them Ramies out there.
That's right.
Might get Earl and Derek out there. So, and plus more. Plus they're going to have some vendors out there. I think our buddy Andrew going to be out there with Profab headers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So we're going to be sitting there at least from probably about 5:30 to 7, probably rotating some people in and out, talking to us. We'll be on Facebook Live, so y'all check us out. After that, Kevin Dedman from Dirty Grass Soul going to be playing. So if y'all are in the Gaffney area or headed up to the Rock Galt Memorial at Cherokee, be sure to swing in to Wings Etc. Gaffney.
Be a good time, man.
Fun.
For sure. Good deal. Well, that's all I know of, Bo.
Me too.
We appreciate Tyler for coming on here with us, man, for sure. It's always cool to have him there. And, we got him after his first win. We got him after his first regular season championship. Now we're going to get him after his first
NASCAR Cup
official
Series championship. I'm calling it.
I think you got pretty good chances there.
Got to put my money on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate Tyler hanging out with us, being cool. And but anyway, guys, as always, want to thank SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, our buddy Randy King with Arcade Motorsports Consulting, Earl Ramey Racing Engines. All those guys, can't do this without them. We really appreciate them. Also, Forward Bite Apparel. Y'all go check it out. You need you some Forward Bite gear. Time, hey, Bo, Christmas around the corner.
Right around the corner.
What is it after July? All of a sudden, it feels like Christmas is like, boom, here it comes.
You're right. I'm just ready for a little bit chillier. Then I really feel like
I feel like August just started. I really do.
It did.
And it's essentially September.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all that's right around the corner. So, y'all come, y'all get online, check out Forward Bite Apparel. Also, Checkered the Race Hub. Y'all be sure. Racing only social media. Y'all will love it. Get on it. Check us out on there. Check out pretty much a lot of our people on there. I know Kale Maven's on there. Blood Eagle Racing. All them guys are on there. Get on Checkered. It's good stuff. But anyway, guys, well, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us again this week. Like I said, come out to Wings Etc. You can hang out with me there. Or if not, we'll be back here next week, I reckon.
Later.